Alright, do you guys have your tender powered engines like Emily here? But you guys hate how the coupling between the engine and the tender is really long and that it breaks easily, and you just want it to be properly scaled with your other engines? And do you want to know how you can go from this to this? Then you're going to need my help. This is Tomy Train Guy's tutorial. What's up, YouTubers? It's your boy Tomy Train Guy back again with another tutorial video. I haven't done these in a while, but it's good to be back doing it again. Today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to shorten the coupling on your tender powered engines, because a lot of people want them to be in scale and run well on the tracks and also fit on turntables. So this tutorial will help you with that. So let me show you what you guys need for this tutorial. Alright, for this tutorial you will need a tender powered engine of your choice. I'm using Emily. You can also use Molly, Murdoch, Hank, or any of the coach powered engines like Harvey or Mighty Mac. You also need a screwdriver, and then finally you'll need a coupling of your choice, either the tender couplings from the tender engines like Henry, Gordon, James, and Edward with the battery and the tender, or you can use the stock standard back couplings, the Trackmaster 1, Trackmaster 2. I prefer using the Trackmaster 2 one because they are more bendable and flexible, whereas these ones, they're more prone to break because of how thick the surface is. But it's just really your choice which one you want to use, alright? And also you'll need a truck or a bowl to hold the screws, because these tender powered engines have really tiny screws that are easy to get lost. So make sure you have something to keep the screws intact so you don't lose them. Alright, so let's jump into this tutorial. Alright, so first step we're gonna do is we're gonna take the coupling, disconnect the engine from the tender. So carefully do it for Emily. Alright, you have to be careful when disconnecting the tender from the engine, because these couplings are really prone to break just because how thick they are compared to the ones that you see on trucks and other engines. So keep that in mind. Alright, so then you're going to see 3 screws. These 2 screws hold the tender, while these 2 screws hold the front and back. So we're only just going to remove these 2 first. So let me just got my truck. So I got that. We're going to remove the screw like so. So then, there we go. So only the top part comes off. Then we have this screw right here. This holds the front couplings. So I'm gonna take that out, and then it just comes off like that. You can save this coupling for like other stuff, like if you want to have engines in the backward position or put it on rolling stock that has a round coupling. So just save these, they are really good for replacements. So now we're gonna use the the coupling. I'm going to be using this Trackmaster 2 coupling just because, so that way Emily can fit well on turntables. So I'm going to put it in here, and then I'm going to take my, hold on, what's that? Alright, so this screw, whoops, careful, there we go. Alright, so this screw, this really skinny screw, always make sure you put at the front, so that way, because it holds the coupling. So let me, if I could just, there we go. So press like that. Then put the shell back on, and we can put the big screws to hold back the tender. So like that. And there you go. So that's how you put on the tender. I did it backwards so that way you can swivel more. So that's good. Alright, let's go on and do for Emily. Okay, so now we're gonna do for Emily. So to flip it down, you'll see the screw right here. So I'm gonna try and get it out. The screws are like really tight. So truck. See, just gotta keep screwing. Okay, and then I'm gonna have to take this big screw from the top as well. Ah, there we go. Okay, so this is the one that came out, and now we're gonna try to connect that with this. So that. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the screws fell, so I'm just gonna put in there. Alright, so here's what the inside looks like. So I'm gonna put it like that, right about here, and put this goes back on. And then you're gonna take your screws, bolt them, and put it back in there. Always best to do the back first so it holds down the coupling. And okay, I think it's the right. Alright. And I guess that's pretty much all. That's how you do it, folks. So now you have your custom track tender engine with a shorter coupling length, and now looks more accurate to scale. So let's go. Let me just go build a track and see how Emily performs. Alright folks, so I built this mini layout on my table just to test how Emily performs with her new coupling. So as you can see, you can just, there we go. So now she fits perfectly well on the turntable. So she doesn't work obviously because she's tender powered, but now that she perfectly balances on the turntable, she can freaking just, there we go, turn well, there we go, turn well without having any derailments, so it's good. Okay, just turn this back. Okay, so I'm just gonna give her a test to see how she performs, so see how it goes. Alright, first test will be just around this loop, and then I'm gonna put it right here and see how she performs on the points. Alright, so here we go. Hold on. Alright, so she's doing pretty well. Alright, so Emily works well in this loop, so I'm gonna see how she does on the points right here. So I'm just gonna move her off the turntable. I'm just gonna turn this to line it up. Okay, let's see how she goes. There we go, okay. And okay, so well, this, I didn't expect that, but well, whatever. Okay, so let's just, whoops. Okay, sorry about that, folks. So Emily seems to work well on the points as well on the bends, so that's good. All right, so I'll just bring her right around. All right, and that, folks. Hold on, let me just. There we go. Okay. Well, folks, I guess that concludes this tutorial. That's how you modify your tender engines, coupling for the tender powered engines. Hopefully this tutorial will help you. And hold on, this is not the first time I did this, so let me just move because I have Murdoch. I also did him. I gave him the same coupling as Emily, only there are times that you can also use I only did that because so he can fit on the turntable. So just gonna show you. So just like, here we go. He also fits well, so obviously he can't work like I just said, but he does bounce well on the turntable, so that's just a good sign. And though when it comes to the the turns and curtain points, there are times that he his cab kind of interferes because, hold on, sorry, my tripod just doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. All right, folks, sorry about that. Anyways, so as I was saying, for Murdoch, he because I gave him this coupling, he kind of interferes when he's on the curves because of this right here. So like when he's on the curve, his cab kind of touches the tender, and it just like kind of makes his wheels right go up on the track. And then when he comes around, same thing, but on the points, I feel like he kind of happens to the same thing, but I don't know. But the good thing is he does work on the turntable. Then on the curves, I don't know, I might have to modify the cab, or I'll just leave it the way it is, or give him a faster move so he can just like take the curves without, you know, having any interference and such. So who knows. Alright, so anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. And you're probably wondering, what are you gonna do with these couplings? Well, you don't have to throw them away. You could actually use them for like useful things. Like I said, like this could be, the back could be used for like a good back coupling if you don't have any of your normal couplings. So that's one. As for this round coupling, you can use it for like the round rolling stock, which I did a tutorial about a few years ago, so go check that out. So that's good as well. And I guess that's pretty much all I have to say for this tutorial video. And I also have Molly, so hold on, I have Molly here. She I'm also gonna do the same thing for her, but I want to modify her as well, like I said, so I might do her in the future for a future custom showcase. So, but I want to do a review on her first. So, and I think I already showed you on my community post, but here are the recycling cars. They're all done, so they're really glad how they came out. They look like the ones from Wind Railway, but only adapted to Tomy and Trackmaster. So they'll be the next custom showcase. Or if you want to guys see Dial Douglas or Hero or something else, then let me know in the comments below. Got a lot of other customs and projects coming up, but next one I'll see which video comes out. So hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial video. If you want to see more of the content below, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. It helps out our channel a bunch. And don't forget to leave a like and let me know in the comments, and share the video, spread the awareness. It really helps out the channel a bunch. And on that, y'all take care, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.